It is 6:30 in the morning here in Mae Sot, and I'll admit it, I have been stressing out a little bit lately. And I thought I would go out for a walk as soon as I woke up. I'm walking by the bus station and the bus station market here in my neighborhood. And it's sort of an interesting thing because it changes so dramatically depending on the day and the time of day. So I guess today there's a little bit of activity going on, not a whole lot, but you can see all the cement counters here where people can set up things for sale. So this morning, a little bit of a vegetable market going on, but most of the stalls are empty. I don't know if that's pandemic related still, or whether it's always like this. Looking around, I think I see mostly women shopping, buying their vegetables for their families for the day. Not really sure where I'm going, by the way. I'm just sort of walking down a random street, seeing where I end up. And there's a small street over here. I don't know if it's a dead end or anything. We'll find out where it goes. There's the street ahead of me, just to get away from traffic. You get away from the traffic down these streets, but as soon as you do, the neighborhood dogs are not thrilled to see you. Oh, look at that yard. That's very interesting. A couple of cats. And this dog is not very happy with me. Yeah, it's impossible to befriend them. The weird thing is when one dog, oh, he's got two of them. Oh, a little puppy there. Hey, pup. When one dog gets set off, it often sets off the other dogs. So this one ahead of me, this black one, is probably normally quite friendly and low-key, but he hears his buddy barking, so he kind of gets upset. It's like, hey, what's going on? Hey, but he's wagging his tail. Hey there. Hey, puppy. Want to come here? Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come on. Come on. Hello. Come here. Hey, come here. That's enough. That's enough, he said. I like you, but I'm not in love with you or anything. Come here. I think the guy in the tricycle was more interesting. He thought he might have food. Hey, buddy. Another guard dog. One thing you see when you walk down these side streets, of course, are all the small neighborhood shrines. And they come in so many interesting styles. I passed quite a fancy one back there. I didn't take any video of it, but I really like this one. Very simple. There it is there. Just a simple stone structure. It's got all the orange sort of fungus growing on it. Little plant. Yeah, it looks like a little cottage that you'd find in the woods. And there's my new friend watching me leave. You also come across such an interesting mixture of dwellings. And of course, I can never be quite sure of what's going on with these places. But here we've got, like right in the middle of Mae Sot, a little wooden house up on stilts. Very similar to the style you might see out in the countryside. Oh, look at that. An interesting interesting shrine that he made himself there with sheets of tin. And then as you move along, you find different styles of housing. There's another one, kind of a bit ramshackle. Some wood and galvanized tin. And then a more modern structure here, cement house. And each one has its own shrine generally on the outside. Uh-oh. Boy, I wasn't expecting quite so many dogs going down this little street. I seem to be heading towards a fence. I might be at a dead end. Oh, I am actually. That might explain why the dogs are so excited here. But right here, I've come to the end of this street. And there's nowhere else for me to go. Just private property here. So that could be why the dogs here are so tense. They don't normally get pedestrians walking along because this road doesn't go anywhere. I've got 3 dogs staring me down. So I kind of have to pay attention to them as I walk by. Do I dare go down another side street? There we are, a small one. But I think the river is back here. So maybe I can walk along the river too when I go in this direction. So here's the river, canal, whatever you want to call it. Running through the city. I'm not used to seeing so much water in the canal. They're usually quite dry. And I've walked the entire length of these canals before, so yeah, I walked along here before, if I remember right. But I don't remember those steps heading down to the water over there. I wonder if I can walk along this side of the river. I don't think I've ever been down this way before. Oh, I hear someone growling at me. Oh, I see. So that yeah, there's an opening here. Walk along the canal. For a little while anyway, see where we end up. And there's the bridge that I just walked across on the road. And there's a little bit of a jungle ahead of us, but let's see how far we can go along here. I've emerged onto a road here. And the canal continues on the other side. Yeah, look at this. Someone put in a nice set of steps to get up here. Yeah, it was quite jungly back there. There's a big open field over here beside the canal system. Yeah, we're going to continue this way. Yeah, the water levels seem pretty high. See the stairs over here, disappearing right down into the water. So it can actually get a lot lower than that. This is the Mae Sot's inside the city version of a waterfall. And I guess this is part of a kind of a flood control, that if there is a lot of water, the flow slows down going over these cement barriers. Just got to another interesting point on my walk. You occasionally see one of these homemade bridges around Mae Sot, where they take some logs and beams and then tie them together with steel and rubber and rope and basically make their own bridge. I'm not sure why this bridge exists, because it's not that far away from a road over there. You can just walk down to the road and cross over. And on both sides of this bridge, you have to climb over the railing. And we've got a man fishing in here, I think. He's setting up a net. Hello, good morning. Yeah, and he caught one right there. Look at that. So that's the kind of fish that lives in this canal system. Look at that. I don't know what kind of fish that is, but I guess that's going to be, yeah, breakfast or lunch. And I heard a couple of dogs up ahead here. I was actually going to cross over on that bridge just to avoid this dog, but we'll see. Maybe he's a friendly pooch. Well, we're gonna have to get by each other, buddy, you know? So just relax. Yeah, he seemed friendly enough. Looks like he's had a rough life, though. Yeah, this is an interesting part of the canal. I'm not sure if I really remember this at all. As I said, I thought I'd walk down every inch of this river system, but this is feeling new. Over here, it's widening quite a bit. And I just saw a lot of activity on the surface, so there's actually a lot of fish inside here. And there's another man fishing, but it looks like he's using a hook and a line. Yeah, I've seen these around Mae Sot as well. They're quite interesting. It's like a wooden stalk, shaped like a gun, but instead of a gun, it actually has a, what do you call it? Almost like a crossbow, a slingshot arrangement for shooting arrows or projectiles. Yeah, kind of like using a rubber. Yeah, look at that. Almost like a rail gun, except it's using rubber bands instead of air. Cool. And over there's another set of stairs going down to the river. This is an interesting spot on the canal. This is I'm still right where it widens out a little bit, and yeah, I just noticed this amazing tree. Check that out. Nothing like a good big tree inside a city. Look at that. If you're a kid, that would be irresistible to climb. This area up here would be a perfect place to build a fort. But, and they built a shrine there where the trunk branches. And there's something going on here. I don't like this pink building. Seems like it would be something special, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try Google Translate on that sign and see if it works. So I did a Google Translate, but it didn't come up with anything. It read kind of like an address, but I think it's, again, some kind of a shrine unique to this part of the river. He has one of those homemade, I'm trying to think what to call that kind of gun. There's a name for it, right? But as usual, my brain can't come up with it. But yeah, spear gun, kind of, yeah, spear gun. And so they're trying to spear fish in the river. Hey there, Pooch. There's an interesting house as well. Nice wooden gate and archway over the entrance. And this is quite nice. I'm right in front of a small shrine, and then they have water here, and you can use the ladle to get fresh water from inside the clay urn. And right beside it, this is something I hadn't seen before. Looks like a mailbox, but apparently it is a place where maybe you can either get a free mask, or this is where you're supposed to put an old mask instead of just throwing it on the ground as garbage. Yeah, so maybe it's like, maybe masks are considered kind of a biological waste now, and they have to dispose of them properly. But here's that small shrine structure. And let's take a closer look at the shrine in between the tree. And there's the pink building right behind it. Well, I think I'm going to follow the river for just a little bit farther. I think it narrows down again. And I think the pathway continues on the other side of this road. This is where, yeah, it continues. Ah, what's going on here? Oh, I thought there was some kind of a river structure, but it's just a place where the path continues on the other side. And someone put down a plank as a bridge to get across. Again, oh yeah, I guess that makes sense, because here you can't really go any farther. The owner of that property put up a fence, so you can't go through there. So if you're on that side, your only way out is to cross the bridge. Still walking along the canal, crossing over another bridge. And yeah, I'm not sure how far this section is going to go. Oh, doing a hard left turn up ahead. Man, they've really got some out of control plant life here. I'm moving along pretty slowly because I've got some jungle ahead of me. There's the jungle. So I'm just gonna make my way through here if I can. Keeping an eye out for snakes, of course, and for any dogs that might be sleeping in there. Ah, it was okay. Whoa. Oh. Oh, that's a person cutting a branch. Thought it was a dog trying to get at me through the fence. Some new friends. It's looking like this trail might dead end up ahead. I'm not sure I can get out of the canal system up here. And if that's the case, might explain why those dogs are so aggressive. Because they're guarding a dead end and nobody comes this way maybe. But we'll find out. I'm not sure if I can get out or not. Oh yeah, I can get up to the road. And this is what I'm looking at. And I have no idea where I am. So I guess it's time to turn around and work my way back into downtown Mae Sot. Time for a quick map check. Oh man, I made it all the way out here. Yeah, this is the oh, I'm at Robinson. Huh. I had no idea I'd come this far. And unfortunately, it's 8 o'clock in the morning now, and I don't think anything is open at Robinson yet. The last time I was here, they didn't open until 11 a.m. So I've gone from a quiet Mae Sot to noisy Mae Sot. And that is the end of my walk for this morning. I'm gonna start working my way back to the guest house. Boy, more dogs. And maybe look for a cup of coffee somewhere.